Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to the channel. Today we would like to discuss communication skills. So what is communication skills? Actually, communication skill, it is transformation of information from one person to another person. In simple language we say, so you see, like there is a message. When you transfer, like message, you can say it is a sort of medium. You transfer this message to the receiver. The person who is receiver, he receives the message, he first understands it, then he sends the feedback to the sender, then it is a successful communication in simple, right? So I was talking about successful communication. So like when you send something, like there is a message, right? So the person who receives the message, he understands it, that he interprets that, and that is without feedback it is not complete communication. So whatever he understand, interprets, so he have to give feedback, either negative or positive. So feedback is necessary in communication skills. So if you provide feedback, we say it is a complete communication skill. We also say it is a successful communication skills, or whatever we say, right? So like being able to communicate effectively is perhaps the most important of all life skills, right? So communication is one of the skills which is the most important of all life skills. So it is what enables us to pass, you say, information to other people. You send information from one person to another, right? And to understand what is said to us. Only sending information is not complete thing. uh, it doesn't matter that you only send the information. The second very important point is you have to, you can say, understand the information as well, right? मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने बस इंफॉर्मेशन आगे भेज दी तो बस बात ख़त्म होगी, नहीं। आगे इन्फॉर्मेशन भेजने के बाद आपको वो इन्फॉर्मेशन समझ भी आनी चाहिए। फिर आपने फीडबैक भी एक मतलब देना होता है। उस तरह से सक्सेसफुल इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी, राइट? सो यू ओनली हैव टू वॉच, एग्जाम्पल है, baby listening to its mother and trying to repeat the sound that she makes to understand how fundamental the are. You see, at every home you might have seen that एक बच्चा होता है तो वो अपनी mother को देखता है कि what she speaks, and that baby tries to copy the that communication, whatever mother is saying. So he or she tries to copy. So how the urge of learning communication is from the childhood to. So communication, in the simple form, at its simplest, is the act of transferring information from one place to another. So after that, we would like to talk about the types of communication. So there are different types of communication. So the first one is vocally. So what is vocally? So whenever you use your voice, जब आप अपनी voice का इस्तेमाल कर रहे होते हैं, so that is vocal communication. So after that, when like you are using written text, it is printed, digital. It can be in the form of books, magazine, website, या किसी भी सूरत में हो, जब भी आप कुछ written form में कर रहे हैं तो ये कौन सी communication होगी? So we call it written communication. So the third one is visually, like it is derived from like visual से मतलब क्या मुराद होता है? When we show something, present something, like it could be a logo, it could be a map, it could be a chart, even it could be a graph. So like जब भी आप कोई like पिक्चर की सूरत में शो कर रहे हैं तो वो visual communication कहलाती है, right? So after that, we see non-verbal communication skills. Now, what is non-verbal? So like there is no language. Like verbal तो मतलब voice की सूरत हो गई, like language की सूरत होगी. So what is non-verbal? This is a good question we can ever raise. So non-verbal ये होती है whenever we use our body language, whenever we use our gestures, right? Whenever we use the tone and pitch of voice, right? तो आपने देखा होगा कि लाइक people talk with their, body language, gestures, even, pitch of the voice as well. Like there are different type of, you know, pitches whenever we talk. So we will be discussing about that too. So in practice, it is often a, combination of several of these. So you see this example. The first example is, it is vocal communication. So the person is using the voice. इसमें साउंड का अपनी वॉइस का यूज कर रहा है, तो जो पहली पहली है ऊपर ऊपर वाली, तो ये कौन सी है, वोकल है. सो जो दूसरे नंबर पे है, ये क्या कहते हैं, पीसी वाली, सो दे आर यूजिंग, विजुअल मीडियम. तो ये विजुअल वो हो गई, क्या कहते हैं, कम्युनिकेशन हो गई. So the third one is, they are using their body language, their gestures, and all like that. So वो कौन सी होगी, non-verbal communication. Is that clear? So communication skills may take a lifetime to master. मतलब इतना जल्दी नहीं होता. People take, you know, their whole life in learning communication skills. If indeed anyone can ever claim to have mastered, मतलब इस तरह से नहीं होता कि कोई शख्स कहे कि I am the master of communication skills. No, it's not like that. So there are many things that you can do, like fairly, to improve your communication skills, and you need to ensure that you are able to transmit and receive information effectively. अब ट्रांसमिट का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपने बस मैसेज ऐसे वैसे पहुंचा दिया है. मैसेज मतलब क्लियर होना चाहिए. इट शुड बी अंडरस्टूड बाय द रिसीवर, और रिसीवर ने भी बस जस्ट रिसीव नहीं करनी इंफॉर्मेशन, उसने इंटरप्रेट करनी है, और उसके बाद उसका फीडबैक भी देना है, राइट? So, what is the the importance of good communication skills? The first, like the importance of good communication skill could be like you develop your communication skill, and it can help all aspect of your life. It can help in your professional life. It can help your social gathering. It can help your um, educational sector. You can say it can help. Public places, it can help in your office, like at any place, it can be very beneficial for you. After that, the ability to communicate information accurately, clearly, and as intended is a vital life skill and something that should not be overlooked, right? So it's never too late to work on your communication skills, and by doing so, you may well find that you improve your quality. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कभी सोचें कि यार मतलब कौन सी मेरी उम्र रह गई है कि कम्युनिकेशन स्किल सीखने की मुझे ज़रूरत है, ऐसा नहीं है. So whenever you wish to improve your communication skills, you are most welcome. You should you should take step to improve your communication skills. So excuse me, communication skills are needed in almost all aspect of life. As I told you that it is not used in one sector, in one you can say aspect of life. We can use it at any place, office, public place, or whatever I discussed. So professionally, if you are applying for a job, you are, you say, looking for a promotion with your current employer, you will almost certainly need to demonstrate good communication skills. ऐसा नहीं होता जब आप अपनी मतलब जॉब के लिए जाते हैं तो बस आपकी communication skills अच्छी ना हो तो आपको जॉब मिल जाती है, नहीं. So communication skills तो जब भी आप जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करें, इवन आप इंटरव्यू के लिए अप्लाई करें, इवन आप किसी ऐसी जगह पर जाएं, so your communication is thoroughly noticed. मतलब इवन यू कैन से एट योर होम, घर में भी आपकी कम्युनिकेशन जो होती है वो नोट हो रही होती है कि ये किस तरह से इसमें ग्रूमिंग आ रही है या नहीं, एजुकेशन का कोई फ़ायदा भी है या नहीं, मतलब रटी रिटाई ही इज़ ओनली बुक वॉर्म, और इस तरह की बातें हो रही होती है. सो कम्युनिकेशन का हर जिंदगी के हर शोबे में इसका हाथ है, राइट? सो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स आर नीडेड टू स्पीक with a wide variety of people whilst maintaining good eye contact. You have to use your good eye contact. You have to demonstrate, vocabulary, and you have to tailor your language to your audience. You have to, design your language for your audience. You have to listen effectively. सबसे ये मेन इम्पोर्टेंट काम ये है कि आपने लिसन ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा करना है. जब आप लोगों को सुनेंगे, लोग आपको सुनेंगे, और सुनने से जो आपकी बोलने की you can say proficiency increases with the passage of listening. The more you listen, the more you can say speak. You have to present your ideas, right, in a clear manner. You have to write clearly, you have to write concisely, ambiguous na likheं, unclear na likheं, and you have to work in a group as well, right? So many of these are essential skills that most people want to seek, people want to learn, or whatever you say, right? So as your career progresses, the importance of communication skills increases. The ability to speak, listen, question, and write with clarity and consciousness are essential for most, managers, leaders, speakers, and students, even you say. In your personal life, good communication skills can improve your personal relationship by helping you to understand others and to be understood. And this is the most important point I could ever discuss with you people, that the good communication skill is what that you have to understand the ideas of others, and you need to be understood as well, right? So the importance of listening. I told you many times that listening is very important in the field of speaking, in the field of listening, in the field of communication skill. It is benchmark motive. The failure to talk has been blamed for the breakdown of any number of partnership and relationships. The ability to listen is also an important element. Communication is also vital in wider family relationships, whether you want to discuss arrangements for holidays or ensure that your teenage children are well and happy, right? So listening जो है ये बहुत ज़्यादा important role play करता है. Communication skills can also ensure that you are able to manage interaction with business and organization. अब ये किस तरह से करेगा देखते हैं. To interact with a wide range of organization and institution, including it like it can be a shop, it can be a business, it can be office, it can be a private or government office, it can be school, college, university, it can be a public place as well. So good communication skills can ease these interaction and ensure that you are able to get your point across and clearly. You are also able to take on board you can like the responses. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है आपने you have to carry the responses, you have to answer, like you have to respond as well, right? So communication is a two-way process. It's not like a रेडियो पाकिस्तान. अब रेडियो पाकिस्तान का क्या मतलब है, बस एक तरफ से बंदा आया और वो बोलता रहे, इस तरह से नहीं है. Communication is a two-way process, right? So communication is not the same as broadcasting, simply sending out information. नहीं, send होती है, receive होती है और feedback भी होता है. It is a two-way process. In simple words, we can say that it involves both the sending and receiving of information, requires both speaking and listening, right? So, like in this communication, we can say both sender and receiver listen to each other, they gather information, and they are willing to make changes to work together, right? So, this is a two-way process. Now, what are the steps you need to follow? If you are the sender of information, this means communicating it clearly to start with, like whether in writing or face to face. Like conversation या communication है written हो सकती है या face to face भी हो सकती है. Then asking questions to check your listeners understanding. मतलब आपने communication कर ली, फिर आप question कर रहे हैं अपने listener से, ये इंश्योर करने के लिए कि आपके लिसनर को आपकी कम्युनिकेशन समझ आई है, आपका जो मैसेज है वो क्लियरली वहाँ पहुँचा है या नहीं पहुँचा. You must also then listen to their replies and if necessary clarify further. अब फॉर एग्जाम्पल उनको पहले आपने उनका ना रिप्लाई सुनना है. उनका रिप्लाई सुनने के बाद आपने क्या करना है, पहले उनको गौर से सुनना है, फिर अगर वहाँ पे कहीं ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो आप फर्दर उन्हें क्लैरिफाई करें, फर्दर जस्टिफाई करें इफ़ इट इज़ नीडेड, राइट. सो आफ्टर दैट, if you are the receiver, it means listening carefully to the information, then rechecking that you have understood by reflecting back, or asking questions to ensure that you both have the same understanding of the situation, right? अगर आप यहाँ पे रिसीवर हैं, आप इंफॉर्मेशन ले रहे हैं किसी से, तो सबसे पहले ये है कि आपने लिसनिंग बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग रखनी है. उसके बाद आपने अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग शो करनी है. आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर लाइक दैट to show that you are at the same page, same situation, whatever, right? So after that, it is an active process, right? There is nothing passive about communication in either direction. Passive nahi hai, active hai. Active means like you have to participate from like vice versa वाली बात है. इस तरह से वाली नहीं है कि एक साइड से चल रहा है और दूसरी तरफ से no, it's not like that. So how do you develop your communication skills? सो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स किस तरह से आप डेवलप कर सकते हैं? You can improve your communication to follow you operate through life, like you have to you know when you keep a good relation with others. Good relations, Raja, if they are talking to this and that thing, you have to reply them, you have to listen them, you have to follow some steps of good communication skill. Then you can improve your develop your communication skills. So if there is a poor communication skill, you can say that uh, you know poor communication जो skills होते हैं can sow relationships from business to personal and make your life significantly harder. तो poor communication skills काफ़ी ज़्यादा मतलब issues आपके लिए बना देती है life में. So you need to overcome that. Some people seem to understand how to communicate without even trying. मतलब some people they do not try. So वो समझते हैं कि मतलब किस तरह से इसे communication skills को वो समझ सकते हैं. So without trying it is not possible like that. So they are able to tailor their language, right, tone and message to the audience and get their point across quickly and concisely in a way that is heard. Um, so you need to focus on like language, on audience message, on clarity. Like I will be discussing about 7 C's of communication as well. They are also able to pick up the message sent to them rapidly. So आपका जो मैसेज है वो मतलब जल्दी से पिक किया जाता है रिसीवर की तरफ से, अंडरस्टैंड भी हो जाता है, और फ्रॉम द बोथ साइड, फ्रॉम द सेंडर, फ्रॉम द रिसीवर एंड व्हाट हैज नॉट बीन सेड. इस तरह पे होता है. Like this may seem effortless, but the chances are that they have spent plenty of time honing their skills, right? So they have also developed a good understanding of themselves called self awareness. मतलब जब understanding हो जाए खुद के साथ, वो self awareness हम कह सकते हैं. और जो हैबिट ऑफ रिफ्लेक्टिंग ऑन सक्सेस एंड फेलियर है, so इस एक्शन को क्या मतलब the action that have led to one or the other. So what is the long-term project? A long-term project, you can say a few of us would ever say that we had nothing left to learn on this subject. But I have seen many people, they say that, no, I have nothing to learn like that. I'm the master of this. I'm the champion of this. I'm this, and that. So it's not like that. This is not, however, to say that it is not worth starting the journey, right? There are many small easy things that you can do immediately that will help you to communicate more effectively. अब कौन सी चीज़ें हैं जिनको आपने फोकस करना है? The first point is interpersonal communication skill. What's that? The communication with oneself, and that may include self talk. अब मतलब वन सेल्फ से मुराद है वो सेल्फ खुद से लाइक डिस्कशन करना. इंटरपर्सनल communication skills की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. So active imagination भी होती है, visualization and even recall and memory. Whenever we are alone, we talk to ourselves. Self talk उसे कहते हैं. Active imaginations भी होती है कि ये होगा वो होगा, right? Visualization भी हम करते हैं. उसके बाद we recall or memory as well कि what we did in our past or whatever, right? So you have to give information, you have to collect information. After that, you need to influence the attitudes and behavior of other. आपने इस चीज़ पर बहुत ज़्यादा वर्क करना है कि आपने लोगों को इन्फ्लुएंस करना है, उनके एटीट्यूड और उन चीज़ों को, ठीक है. Form contact and maintain relationship. You need to form like contact means relationship, right? So you have to make sense of the word and our experiences in it. अपने अपने experiences और sense of word पर भी काम करना है. Or after that, express personal needs and understand need of other. This is very important point in communication skills. You should also like focus on your personal need first, right? Then you should also understand the need of others as well, right? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपकी ज़रूरत क्या है और आप लोगों की ज़रूरत को ध्यान ना दें और मतलब आप इस तरह से काम करें. It's not like that. So if you have any question regarding communication skills, you are like requested to ask your question in the comment section. So thank you for listening and giving your time. So your all queries are accepted in comment section below. So if you find any difficulty in understanding communication skills, stay tuned. We will be updating our coming lecture, so you will understand in that. So thank you so much once again. So Rise Student Hub wishes you Pakistan Resolution Day 23rd March, because in Pakistan it has been you can say celebrated on 25th of March. We will be back again tomorrow. Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.